Today is a special day in which we remember and commemorate the victims of the Holocaust. The war does not begin with bullets. War begins with words and with the discourse of hate. With the context of the First and Second World War, and in the intermediate period, nationalism and hate speech took precedence. Racism, anti-Semitism, xenophobia, and discrimination based on sexual orientation sought to impose by force. Hate discourse generates xenophobia and sought to reaffirm nationalism linked to militarism. In Europe, particularly in Germany, more than 6 million of Jewish origin were exterminated, and hundreds of thousands of others suffered. Similar situations were experienced in other countries with people of Jewish descent suffering persecution in different parts of the world, as were people of different ethnic origins, sexual or racial orientation. These were atrocities, war crimes, as recorded by survivors of concentration camps through their history and imprisonment, torture, and death in the hands of the Nazis. In the post-war period, all forms of Nazism have sought to be combated, but not always with the force and determination required. Today, white supremacy and neo-Nazism are still present to seek to impose themselves by forces and also by disaccrediting democracies. Genocides are still present in the world. It's important to develop a global awareness of the hate speech and xenophobia that lead the act of terrorism. This awareness must also enable all human beings to remember the atrocities committed and to be remembered the martyrs of the Holocaust. There be assurance that this act will not be repeated. It is this awareness that keeps the hopes of moving toward peaceful coexistence based in the recognition of diversity and pluralism in the world. I live through a global culture of peace and with the development of culture of tolerance. The University for Peace, as stated in its mission, settled, promote reconciliation, peaceful coexistence, development, high values of the United Nations. To remember the Holocaust, it is reap the hope sown by its millions of victims.